Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner.
I think I saw Laura fight at the ASK Open earlier this year.
Yeah, she's fighting, so walking out now is in the red corner, Ellie Brimble, fighting out of Warriors Fight Club in Luton. Don't know too much about Ellie, couldn't find any of her previous fights. All I know is that she's had some previous fights, but it's been more in a tournament format. So she's been at some of the K1, kind of like the WKO type tournaments and things, so she has had some fights. So, you know, we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know what type of style she's going to bring, so...
She's fought in tournaments as well. Those are the kind of days you can get 2 or 3 fights in, so she could be a lot more experienced than we might think. Looks like calm and composed, so...
Now introducing her opponents. Boxing out of the blue corner and representing Cooksey Combat Club, Laura, the Angel of Death, STANICKA!
Laura STANICKA fighting out the blue corner, fighting out of Cooksey's Combat Club. So Callum Cooksey, is her partner and also a head coach. And I love these two. You know, they're right personalities. They bring the energy. We've seen Laura on Fight Series twice before. I commentated on her last fight. She always brings it.
Listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that?
Guessing Laura's the local girl, is she?
Yeah, she's from Coventry, I think, Laura.
Okay.
So only up the road. So yeah, we've seen her on the last Fight Series. She had a hard-fought win, and she's kept active since. She's recently won the WKO British K1 Championships, as you said, last month. So she's keeping active. She seems to be improving with every fight, which is what you want to see at this stage. You know, you just want to see development, improvement. And Callum, her coach, has told me the game plan is war.
Hopefully this will match some of the great female junior fights we had on earlier today.
Yeah, one thing that the girls always bring it, they always come to fight.
Yeah.
Killers in the jungle.
This is a catchweight amateur K1 bout.
It's nice to see a card with plenty of female fights.
BRIMBLE in the red corner.
Instead of just the 1 or 2, which was lucky. If when I used to fight, there was never that many females out there.
No, you'd be one fight if you were lucky, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Just the standards as well, like, far better now than what it used to be.
So K1, this one is Laura's fought Muay Thai for the last couple, so she's taking a K1 fight this time. 58 kg, 3 2-minute rounds. Laura says she feels confident, she just wants to work on improving each time, and you're feeling more relaxed and comfortable in there, which she always looks really comfortable in there. She was smiling through the whole last fight.
Both
she's
high
smiling
guards.
already.
Yeah. Both high guards.
Look quite evenly matched size-wise.
Straight into it.
Nice knee there. Laura coming forward with the forward pressure straight away.
I think with the K1 style you tend to have to start fast. You don't want to lose that first round. Starting to get some success with those punches, just the volume, some are getting through, pushing.
Yeah, I'd like to see her, you know, place the shots a bit more, look for the shots.
Yeah, she's got Ellie going on the back foot, which is looking like those punches are having a lot more effect than they may be.
Yeah, she's sticking the pressure on her, isn't she? Which
like you say, if she could just slow it down, really plant her feet and pick her shots, have a little bit more power in there, she might have a...
She's going for volume,
some are landing,
isn't she?
some aren't landing. Nice right hand though, she's confident with that. Good kick there,
nice
that's it. Mixing it up for the first time, good knee. Let's go.
And this is a high output as well. Can they keep this up for another?
Yeah, 3 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
She's just not giving Ellie any space here at all.
No, but Ellie's still firing back.
She's just a little bit just moving back in straight line. She could do with trying to step off, step round. She's just getting caught into the cage.
And Laura is not giving her a space to breathe. She's not
No.
giving her, you know, a minute to get her bearings.
Yeah.
She's just on her.
And Laura's walking forward from left to right stance. I don't think she knows which angles these punches are coming from. She's still in this though, Ellie. She's still firing back. It's a heavy round for her though.
I think she looks a little bit overwhelmed with that pressure. That was just constant forward pressure.
I think she needs a little bit more movement.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe use some long teeps, keep Laura off.
Yeah.
Some nice long jabs maybe.
Even try and slow her down, firing some low kicks on that front leg, or even inside the front leg, just to kind of sweep her off her feet, take her balance a little bit, just stop that pressure coming.
Yeah, chop the legs down as she's constantly just walking forward, walking forward.
It is K1, so she hasn't even got to worry about trying to score with body kicks. I'd be looking to just slow her down.
Corners,
right
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think she could do with some lateral movement, stepping off to the side as she comes in with that jab.
Yeah, and I think I've just seen a corner man there actually tell her to step off and go for the leg, chop the leg kick. So we'll see if she does that.
Good first round though.
Really high output from Laura.
Sometimes though, you can just be fit and busy and it can be a nightmare to fight against. As Ellie kind of found out in that, okay, this is better. Only problem is she's thinking of a clinch as an output, but obviously that can't happen in K1.
Ellie's catching her a little bit more on the back foot now.
Yeah, she is trying to circle out a little bit better. Good. There we go, fight. Slow down a little bit, there you go, trying to keep her out with that teep.
Yeah, she's using those teeps now.
She's got a lovely long jab, if she could just pop that out a little bit more.
But Laura is like a steam train, she does not stop coming forward.
Yeah. She's just pushing the jab out. If Ellie could just plant her feet and just snap that jab out.
And it's exhausting for Ellie as well, the back foot fighter, when you're constantly on the back foot like this, being chased around, it's exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah. Unless you can time and set up a counter, it's really hard fighting on the back foot. I mean, Laura's got her head down and just charging forward, so it's not even like she's open to many counters.
No, she does cover quite nice.
She's got a high guard. Maybe like start looking up the middle rather than over the top of Laura's punches.
That was a nice knee to the body there.
Good kick there. I think the sting's starting to go out of her punches a little bit. Maybe that volume's just tiring her. There you go, nice left hook. Okay, that jab's getting through now. She's a bit more intent with it. But then Laura's coming back, busy. I think they're a little bit head heavy here. Both girls high guards, covering up when the punches are coming.
Yeah.
Look under that. Nice body shots could be landed here.
Yeah, Ellie's landed a few nice body kicks actually in that round, which is what she needs to do. She needs to start, to slow a puncher down. You need to work the body, the back, the big roundhouse kicks to the ribs. It will slow a puncher right down. You're kicking under the punches. And she was doing that a bit better in that round there.
Yeah. And the distance is just closed too much, so she's trying to kick as she comes in, but not really getting any sting in it because Laura's just too close to her.
Yeah, Laura covers the ground quick. She comes straight in.
Ellie could just maybe even plant her feet and just throw a body hook as she comes in underneath that right arm. I think the sting's gone out of Laura's punches a little bit in that round.
So this is going into the last round now.
Yeah, touch gloves. Nice tape, good kick, there we go.
I feel like Ellie needed to do this from the beginning.
Yeah, she's got some real sting in these shots. definitely come out with some intent.
Ellie's coming out with the second wind in this round. We'll see if she can keep it up for the entire 2 minutes. Seems to have a bit of venom in the shots in this round.
She's getting through with that straight right hand. There we go, push off.
But Laura just seems to walk through everything.
Yeah, I think she's taken it and she's just coming back. Ellie needs to try and match her in this round to give her any chance of taking this. There we go, just waiting a little bit too long. That's it, nice, hit her on the way in. I think Laura needs to get behind her punches a little bit more rather than just moving forward with her head down. Just walking onto her a little bit too much here. She's happy to do it though.
Yeah.
She's not shy of taking a few shots.
This has been a really high output fight for both girls actually. You know, and both are still throwing high volume. That was a nice one too.
Yeah.
Draining fight.
Yeah. Again, both volume of punches all to the head.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say Laura's even had the effect. It's just the sheer volume. She does not stop coming forward. She does not stop throwing. It's really quite, you know, overwhelming and difficult to deal with. I feel like Ellie's kind of found her feet a little bit in the second and into the third round a bit more, but it might be too late.
Yeah, and I mean with K1, you're looking at volume, aren't you? Like just 9 times out of 10, if you're the busier fighter, you're going to get the win. Well done, girls. Good fight.
Busy fight that was. I don't think either stopped throwing for the entire 2 minutes of every round.
They'll sleep tonight.
Great fitness. So I'd say I'd probably give that to Laura just on the sheer volume. The first round she completely dominated, and then Ellie did seem to come back a bit more in the second and especially in the third, but
yeah, it's just not enough from Ellie. I think
maybe a little bit too late. Yeah.
She had a great start to the third round, but just couldn't maintain it.
Yeah, she came out like a different fighter in the start of that third round, and I feel like if she had come out like that in the first and second, with that like venom and that intent, it possibly could have been a different fight. So she's got that in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the blue corner, Laura
Blue corner takes it.
STANICKA.
Well done, Laura.
Yeah, another hard-fought win.
Yeah, I think both girls can take a lot out of that, though.
Definitely. And you know, Laura normally fights Muay Thai.
Yeah, and I actually think that could be a good fight in Muay Thai. I think a couple of times Ellie was looking to clinch when she was punching, which obviously in Thai would be a big defence against those
could be a game
punches.
changer, couldn't it?
Yeah. So could be a good fight to see over Muay Thai.